Before this presentation, I opened 2 accounts to show the HFT Arbitrage Platform, and if we're lucky and the market is active, we'll be able to see the program live. You can see that the program consists of 2 parts, the left part with a list of added accounts, and the quick feeds. These accounts can be both forex accounts and accounts opened on crypto exchanges. You can also see the balance and equity of each account. If equity is positive, it's highlighted in yellow. The same account can participate in several strategies, and each strategy can combine accounts of different platforms, and not only platforms, but even the market. For example, Fix API versus crypto exchange. For this reason, the program allows you to search for arbitrage situations between different trading platforms and markets, and implement various arbitrage trading strategies. The product is called an arbitrage platform. The connector is activated and disconnected by double-clicking. By right-clicking on any connector, you can view the quotes, which is useful to check if the mapping is done correctly for special symbols like WTI. You can also see the logs. On the right side, you'll see a list of added and working strategies, as well as the number of open orders and errors. A double click on each strategy will open its parameters. So I've already added 2 new accounts on the right side. Check them, and in the right part, I added a strategy. Run it. You see that the balance of each account is 0. We'll see at the end of the presentation if we'll make a profit. We'll also talk about the parameters of the strategy at the end of the presentation. So let's begin. I'm dealing with a huge number of traders, and I'd like to highlight the basic questions that were asked. And in many cases, it's not even a question, but their beliefs. For example, they can write me a letter that starts with, "I know arbitrage strategies don't work anymore." Or it can be a milder statement, "I saw a lot of negative feedback about arbitrage trading." Several years ago, we tried to debunk these ideas, but in fact, a trader must understand that not everything you read on the internet is true, and there are many reasons for that. For example, some people find time at forums or on social networks for 24 hours a day and write all sorts of posts, but have not found the time to go deep into the question. Negative feedback can be written by clients who have suffered from brokers when unsuccessfully using unprofessional arbitrage products or using software that may be written by the brokers themselves. Of course, those products developed in 2005 can't really compete with modern software for arbitrage trading, because the market dictated the developers the rules of the game. A professional trader will never rely on others' opinions, but just look into the matter himself, wasting time as the benefits will be high. Arbitrage trading with the professional arbitrage trading system was and will be the most effective, profitable, and low-risk trading. The efficiency of arbitrage is due to the absence of any economic or technical forecasts and analyses, and is based on the simple fact that the event, which has not come for most brokers, has already come for fast brokers, and these can be used to our advantage. There are sources of fast quotes, which can show in advance for a few milliseconds where the market will move. And with such a forecast, it's possible to use a very short stop loss, which makes the strategy low risk. The only risk of such trading is that the broker can change the execution time of orders, thereby creating unacceptable conditions for trading due to the high slippage. But in this case, the trader just changes the broker. The second strange question is, what's your best system? I'll buy it. For some reason, we created several systems, right? And the answer is simple. Each system is created for specific tasks, and which system is better to use also depends on many factors. For example, your capital, where you live, whether you can change brokers as often as you want, what your financial goals are, and what your beliefs are. But don't be afraid. We've long developed an algorithm which, by answering a few questions from our clients, helps us find the best trading system for them, although unfortunately, not everyone wants to follow the recommendations. This happened because in social networks and forums, there's another extreme: super profits from arbitrage trading. Yes, the profit obtained from arbitrage trading is quite high, but it's not thousands of % a day. Because of the desire for super profits, the most popular product is latency arbitrage. And yes, indeed, if a broker created perfect trading conditions, 1,000% a day would be reality. But in real life, the latency arbitrage is quickly defined by the broker, and the broker changes the trading conditions, increasing the order execution time up to a few seconds. Traders who use latency arbitrage on the forex market usually change brokers every week, having a large number of friends on which they open accounts and using different tricks and cunning. That's why we recommend latency arbitrage in pure form only for trading altcoins on cryptocurrencies. Another recommended strategy for trading cryptocurrencies is hedge, although hedge can also be successfully applied to trade on the forex market. This strategy allows you to look for price differences between different platforms. Before turning to the main topic of our presentation, I'd like to explain that forex and crypto trading is not a game or casino. It's a profession. And the more you listen to presentations and read articles written by experienced traders, the faster you can become a professional and experience the vital balance between work and rest. Probably everyone has seen pictures of a trader in an armchair on the seashore. Yes, there is some truth in it, but to work from any place in the world, you need to do some distance and not do everything in a hurry, relying only on the support of the program product manufacturers. Get into it, study it, and it'll more than pay off. Let's talk a little bit about forex brokers, as unfortunately you can't do without them. Why do brokers not want traders who use arbitrage? It's very simple. The creation of trading servers in the 90s by programmers from Russia and their use by brokerage companies from the Russian market was not supposed to be a fair market. It was a closed system, the casino, where the trader traded with the broker in-house, and because the majority of traders were losing for many years, this scheme brought forex brokers super profits, and there was no need to withdraw transactions outside. But this approach allowed the brokerage companies to have low spreads and commissions, to give bonuses in the amount of invested deposit, as the broker's motto in the 90s was, "A trader will lose his deposit sooner or later anyway." Such brokers and server developers forced everyone to play by their rules, as otherwise, spreads and commissions would not be competitive. The emergence of arbitrage trading made brokers invest in bridges linking the server and the liquidity providers, so there appeared a hybrid scheme in which part of the traders work on the book in-house system, and another part of the traders, whom the broker considers a risk for themselves, are led to the liquidity provider, who may also have a hybrid scheme of operation. For this reason, the trader within a professional arbitrage system breaks all the plans of a broker but makes the market fairer. Yes, I do want to note right away that if a broker writes on his website that allows any trading system, and another broker writes that they prohibit arbitrage, then there's no real difference between them. They both work on a hybrid scheme. Also, you have to remember the rule. You can't negotiate the trading conditions with the broker because he's not interested in you winning. The trader and the broker, unfortunately, have a conflict of interest. On the other hand, the developers of the software for arbitrage trading are on the trader's side, because if a trader wins, he advertises the developer's product and the developer gets more profit. Regarding the question from the broker about what trading system you use, we can help you choose the type of account that shouldn't scare you, but it should be alarming and the answer should be vague. And so, from the foregoing, an experienced trader has already understood that the main task of any arbitrage strategy is to be maximally disguised from the broker. According to what criteria a broker can consider, the strategy can be an arbitrage strategy and change the trading conditions. The life of the order, the arbitrage order, is short-term, up to 1 second. The profit of the arbitrage orders is only some pips. Frequency of orders, arbitrage orders can be opened with high frequency when the market is active, and the broker sees if you trade by a robot or manually. Manual arbitrage trading is practically unrealistic. I'm saying virtually unrealistic because there are very slow brokers and very fast traders. And so, as I promised, let's return to the settings of the program. The settings allow you to set a pause between arbitrage orders, set the minimal order time, and prohibit trading on the news. All this, as well as the full imitation of manual trading without loss of speed, allows you to bypass almost all of the markers used by the broker to find the account on which the arbitrage strategy works. On the tab Instruments and Orders, you can add a trading instrument. Currency or CFD like DE30, US30, Brent, WTI, etc. Fine-tune the search for each trading instrument individually, select the search type diff to open, and see the current and statistical values diff to open. Tuning can also be done in fully automatic mode, depending on the spread for each instrument. The most disguised strategy is two-leg latency 3, which in addition to the above, opens part of the orders, not by arbitrage signals, and imitates trading along resistance and support lines or a channel. The Arbitrage Platform is a new generation of tools for arbitrage trading and has no analogs on the market. Welcome to the club of elite traders. Let's work together.